Hello, guys. Welcome back to Purple and Gold Talk. We are back for our first game recap. Excited about bringing you guys a first game recap. However, we are not excited about the results of this game. That I can be sure of. We're 0-1 to start the season, which doesn't really look like, at least my personal, one of my 3 points that I wanted for the Lakers to go through this season went through already. Only 2 out of 3 available now. I wanted us to win the first game of the season. That did not occur. Shaky performances. A shaky performance for the team, but I think some highlights that we could kind of focus in on, hopefully, as we continue to build. Again, new team, first game. We got to find that gel. We're going up against defending champions that pretty much stayed the same. Lakers, Nuggets, that was the matchup opening night in Denver. But Wyatt, why don't you kick us off? What were your thoughts on, tonight's game, really?
Man, Denver really has our number.
Yeah.
They got our number. I didn't like the big thing that stuck out for me, the biggest thing, Anthony Davis. No points in the second half. Let's just go to that off rip. Because we were right there. We even made a run right after halftime. I think we got it down to like 4 points. 3 points. Yeah.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
2 separate times.
3 points, 4 points, 6 points. It's like every time we made a run, Denver just had to answer. They just had a 3. They got a turnover. Reggie Jackson was on fire. And man, they just play in unison together, and they know what they're doing. And like I said, they have our number. The alarming thing, AD disappearing in the second half. I feel like we were just hype. We were just hype on him in our intro video, and now we're kind of at where we were at last season. Like, where you at, dog? Yeah. Where you at, man? And that's why we lost the game. Yeah, that's why we lost the game. We made all those runs to get close, and AD couldn't bring us to the end. I did think LeBron had a great game. They're definitely doing something different with his load management and his minutes.
I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I'll let you say what you want to say about LeBron. You being the LeBron guy. A couple other things that maybe stuck out to me. Looking at the box score right here, Rui only playing 14 minutes in the game. I was talking in the intro video about worrying about the forwards' minutes and the rotation that Darvin Ham had for them. And I don't like Rui getting 14 minutes in the game. Yeah. I felt like when we did see him in the game tonight, it was very hard for him to catch his groove in the couple of minute spans that he was in. So those are my alarming factors, Rui, AD, and just the Nuggets having our number, man. I'll let you talk a little about LeBron and his, I guess, load management. I don't know what they're doing with him. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, really quick, I'll touch on the Rui point. I think it is very concerning that we just see him, first game of the season, 14 minutes, but I want to make a point of this because it ties into the LeBron thing. LeBron played 29 minutes, which now looking at it now written down seems like a lot more than what he was actually on the floor for, to be honest, because I thought he was maybe around the 25 or less, like between 20 to 25 minute mark, to be honest. So seeing 29 is actually on the higher side of what I expected by watching the game. But it's concerning, and I think this comes down to Darvin Ham and having, okay, dude, you have your first full season with a full squad, no bullshit, no excuses. How are you going to go about it when you actually have a full team of weapons? So far, not so well.
Yeah.
Not so well.
First game of the season. We'll see what happens.
First game of the season, we'll see what happens. Obviously, we're not trying to be too harsh of critics. There's 81 more games to play. But that being said, Darvin Ham, what are you like? Tell me why a fourth quarter starts, we cut the lead down to 3 and 4, and LeBron James is not in the game.
Yeah.
I really want to know that. Why is he on the bench? Is there something we don't know where, he's got to take a little bit of a time off? Like, why is he? That's like the position that he's there to be in this situation. When you got weapons, okay, if we're like super in the lead, he can rest. If we're in that fighting groove, especially in the fourth, why is he not on the court? Why is he not on the court? Especially after, if it's like halfway through the fourth and you see AD has not put a bucket, go get your other star. Go get your other man. Like, put him in the game. Like, what are you doing? And it shows. It shows because as soon as he did come in the fourth, we made another run. We made two separate runs. But it just wasn't enough, again, because AD wasn't doing his part. So I'm disappointed with that. I think it's just weird how they played LeBron. I think again, I'm not petitioning for a 48-minute game, obviously. But, like, I feel like you could have used better time management with him, I think. But on a brighter note, when he was on the court, man, he looked great.
Yeah,
he looks great. He looks really good. Sank some threes. Was aggressive, going downhill, getting to the hole, being his bully dog self. I think he had some great like left hand plays off the glass and some and ones, and yeah, I think he was very aggressive. D'Lo, we were talking about D'Lo, man, sink or swim. Right now he's sinking. You know, game one was a sink. We'll chalk it up to a sink on game one. That's how I feel. I think, again, we're going to reserve harsh judgment on this first game, seeing as everybody's just trying to get the groove of things. There might have been some jitters first game, you know, a lot of new Laker players, first time wearing the jersey in a game. You know, it could be a little shaky thing, as we talked about before, when you don that jersey for the first time. So, you know, whatever. But, you know, by game 5, latest, I want to see this shit turn around, personally. Yeah. And then I will say, before I pass it back to you, on the highlight of that same point of, you know, Lakers players kind of finding a groove of things when they put the jersey on for the first time, Prince, man, clap it up for him. What a great Lakers debut.
What I was going to touch on.
Yeah, so I think I'll let you touch on him, but I think for me, 2 thumbs up. I loved what I saw of him. I want to mention last season, at the end of the season, I've always been kind of a Prince hater, to be honest. Not a fan of Tariq Prince at all. But I vividly remember watching last season, any and every time we played Minnesota, specifically pointing him out. He played us really well. He played us real tough, physical, shot the ball well, and was always like a very important part. Even if he didn't have the numbers, it was just always like he was a problem if he was on the court, like kind of a pest almost. Mm-hmm. And I always remember making a mental note of that when we played them last season. So if that wasn't the case and I didn't make that mental note when we had that signing, I would have been like, oh no, like, what is this? But I was actually excited because I've made that realization. Mm-hmm. And now seeing him come in first game with Lakers do this, man, I'm excited for that. So, but yeah, I'll let you talk about Prince.
Prince was probably the only bright spot in this game. What was another bright spot in this game, to be honest?
First half, but...
Man, but that's the thing with AD. He can't finish. He can't finish it out. Just like last season, him not finishing games, man. Multiple games we lost because of AD's missed free throws. And AD disappeared, just like he did tonight. I guess you could say LeBron was a bright spot. He played well.
High scorer on the team.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good tonight. But Taurean Prince, the only bright spot for me, he really came out with the 2 threes. I was like,
points.
Okay. Like, okay. Um, we definitely need a shooter like that on the squad to spread the floor. Um, worried about him taking Rui's minutes though. I will say that. I will say that, man. Especially with this is without Jared Vanderbilt in the lineup also. Um, and really gonna be interesting how Jared Vanderbilt fits in this lineup too without being able to shoot the three ball like Torian Prince. I really think Torian Prince is gonna get some good minutes this season, and I think he's gonna play well for us, man. I think he's gonna be our 3-point specialist guy, man. He was up there pulling tonight.
Well,
Really impressed me.
Well, I'm hoping for Gabe Vincent to be that guy.
The 3-point specialist?
Yeah.
Man, I feel like Gabe is more of the defensive specialist, more of a off the bench type of guy from what I've seen tonight. D'Lo and AR, I feel like are just gonna command most of those minutes in the backcourt. We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see on D'Lo's play on the defensive end. I will say D'Lo's defensive play tonight was a bright spot. I saw some better things defensively from him. If we're just looking on the brighter side of things. On to the next one though. Let's get over this. Let's get over this first one. Let's move on. We got the Suns.
Real quick though, I just want to ask you this question.
Ask away.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you this question really quick since I was looking at the box score here. What is your thoughts on, due to the fact that Anthony Davis put up 0 points in the second half, you still made the decision to play Jackson Hayes only 7 minutes? While, obviously, as we saw, Christian Wood got more minutes, but 15. What are your thoughts on that?
I saw Christian Wood play a lot more minutes than Jackson Hayes, and I think that's going to be the trend to start the season at least.
I'm just saying, in that situation, do you not think throw him out there?
No, I feel like you got to tell AD, go get a bucket.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, dude? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fair.
0 points in the second half is unacceptable for your star guy, who we talking about should be the MVP. We playing the defending champs who swept us last year. That's just it's just concerning to me with AD. But Jackson Hayes, I see him getting these type of minutes, under 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. At the start of the season, for sure. I see Christian Wood maybe eating more of the minutes. We'll see how Christian Wood holds up defensively, and what he can do. And maybe if he can't hold up defensively, that's where Jackson Hayes comes in. But AD's eating the minutes down low, and then those two guys are kind of switching in. It's gonna be interesting what Darvin Ham does with playing AD at the center now too, cause we got Prince who can spread the floor. I would love to see LeBron on the floor. I would love to see throwing Rui in there with our guards.
Big team.
Yeah. Kind of like a bigger squad, or just just a bigger squad. But like I was saying, on to the next one. Yeah, I'm over this game. I don't want to talk about this L any longer, bro. We got the Suns next. We'll touch on the Suns
2 days
real quickly.
They look good tonight.
They did look good tonight. I expect Beal to play, so I expect Beal to be back against us. It's another test. We talked about who was our biggest threats in our intro video.
That's right.
And these are our two biggest threats, and we're starting the season with them.
Mm-hmm.
The Suns are going to be a test. Looking forward to how our guards match up defensively with them, because they tough guards.
Yeah,
they tough guards. AR has been a little bit of a liability defensively. People like to attack him. People like to pick on him a little bit.
Yeah. He plays hard.
Same with D'Lo too. So teams,
definitely.
teams like to pick on him too. So interesting to see how they defend Booker. How did they defend Beal?
Yeah.
And I really want to see who we put on KD. I think Rui would be a good match.
Do we know if Vando will be good for?
Hopefully Vando is available.
Okay.
If Vando is available, good matchup for KD.
Yeah.
But like we said, how is he going to fit in without being able to spread the floor? Without having that 3-point shot on him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see. I personally like starting the season with facing the top 2 teams in the league.
Oh.
Yeah, top 2 teams in the West. Yeah. I ain't gonna discount the Bucks. But I like starting it like this. It's 2 tests. We get to see how we stand up against these teams, and then we get to roll from there.
All our legs are fresh too.
Yeah, everybody's fresh. Beginning of the season, and we get some prime basketball there on TNT again, and I can't wait to see what happens. What you thinking about the Suns?
Man, the Suns, yeah, like you said. I mean, what is there to say? It's another test, right? It's actually really funny. I didn't even notice that until you said it. But literally, our top 2 picks, our only 2 picks as our biggest threats in the West, are our first 2 matchups. So yeah, I'll bite the challenge accepted, basically. Yeah, so we'll do it. We're on 1. Go 1-1. Yeah. Obviously, we play at home. First game back at Crypto, so that's gonna be exciting. Have the home fans behind us, obviously. So hopefully that's a bit of a boost. Hopefully makes the new acquisitions a little bit more comfortable, and they play a little better. As we know, role players play better at home. Mm-hmm. So, I think I'm looking for a better performance from AR. I think I'm not gonna hate him too much for this first game, but I think he needs to really, I want to see at least 3-4 threes going from him. Mm. To be honest,
yeah.
I think that would.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Would love to see it.
Yeah, would love to see it. Yeah, I would love to see that. Again, I am so with you on the Rui plane, on the Rui train. That needs to get fixed. Not fixed, but that needs to get situated sooner rather than later, his minutes and his real position on the squad. I think you're right. After watching tonight's game, you mentioned this in our intro video, our forward play is going to be real tricky this season because there's a lot of weapons, but it's only 2 to 3 spots within there, so it's going to be real interesting. One big thing I'm looking out for obviously is the King, man. Can we get, if we're gonna limit his minutes, can they at least be valuable, important minutes, and not be a 3-point game and he's on the bench? That is just unacceptable to me personally.
Yeah, you hung up on that,
Yeah,
man.
and AD, man. All right, fine. We'll throw this one under the rug, even though I'm not gonna forget it. But all right, now do what you really came to do in game 2 of the season. However, this reminds me, we were talking about this in the intro video as well. By the way, if you guys haven't seen that, we'll link it up in the description so you guys can watch it because we keep referring back to that. But AD said he wanted to play 82 games. We touched on that. Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. But what did we also say? You can play all 82 games, but if you don't show up, it's just as good as if you weren't there. Mm-hmm. So we saw that tonight.
Yeah.
We literally saw that tonight. Okay, you were here. You played the full game. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? No, because you didn't do your job.
Yes, exactly.
You got to come do your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, finish out the game. Okay, even if we lose, but you fully played to your full potential the entire game, all right, I can swallow that pill a little easier. Mm-hmm. So LeBron, minutes fixed, meaning more valuable minutes at the right time. Mm-hmm. AD, complete game. AR, better game. And the Rui situation. Because even though I understand we're trying to fit in these new guys, let's not forget our core here. That's how I feel. That's what I would say to Darvin Ham. Let's not forget our core. Our core is nice. Mm-hmm. Give our core their respect. You know what I'm saying? They can do this. They're meant for this. I agree with you. If we could see Vando in, that'd be great. We talked about this a lot last season. I remember we were watching a game when we played the Pelicans, and he actually, the commentator, who I forget who it was for that game right now, but he said that if you ask Brandon Ingram who the hardest person he goes up against defensively on a given night, in the entire league, he said Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt always plays him the hardest. And we were talking about how Brandon Ingram's game and body style and like kind of the way he's shaped is so similar to KD.
Yeah.
Where we always talked about, man, if we play when we play KD, let's put Vando on him.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be locked down. I mean, as much as you can lock down KD, obviously, he's going to get his buckets. But I think he's a great offensive decision for that task. Obviously, the offensive is not there. But if he's available, I would love to see that matchup. We've been wanting to see that matchup, so I want to see that. Just see what it looks like. But on a quick side note, I just want to mention it's exciting. First, if it happens, hopefully they don't get injured in 48 hours. But first time we're seeing LeBron James and Kevin Durant on a court in an actual NBA game since the 2018 Finals.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yeah.
2018 finals?
Yeah. It was either 2018 Finals or the 2018 Christmas game, but it was 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been 5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been 5 years.
Yeah,
They actually just got on the court for the first time during
In the
preseason,
yeah.
but obviously, an actual game. So it's exciting, it's exciting to see that. Everybody loves a good popcorn moment. That's one of those. So I'm excited to see that. But those are my key points for game 2. I'm looking forward to it. Another one on TNT. That'll be on Thursday at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So very excited for that.
Yeah, let's run it.
Yep. But yeah, do you wanna say anything before we go?
Yeah, why not? Hey guys, that's a wrap. We're about to close up real quick. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody out there. Please like, subscribe, comment on the video, and look out for our next video. Our next video is going to be the Suns versus Lakers recap video. That'll be out on Friday. Looking forward to seeing you all there. Pass it back to Victor for this little outro. Y'all have a blessed night.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like Wyatt said, we'll be bringing you guys back that game recap against the Suns, hopefully with some much better news and a lot more excitement. It's obviously not fun making these videos when we take a L, but we're 0-1 for the season. 81 games left. We're very excited about it, like we said in the intro video as well. If you haven't yet, please obviously join us on all the socials at @purplegoldtalk_. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. Lakers, it's time. The season started. It's exciting. Let's get it going. Even though we took the first L of the season, the future is still bright. Let's go get a ring. Let's go get number 18, and we're very excited about it. So we're gonna close it up here. But again, my name is Victor. His name is Wyatt, and we're gonna catch you guys in a couple days. Peace out.